Hello everyone, today I'll be presenting my elevator pitch on museum representation, specifically evaluating representation of minority artists in 3 major San Francisco museums. Museums play an important role in our society, welcoming millions of visitors annually. They bear immense responsibility as preservers, facilitators, educators, and curators of history, arts, and culture. Museums must have a diverse and accurate representation of their community and history. This is especially important in the U.S. because of its long history of institutionalized and culture of racism. It is crucial that history is represented diversely, critically, and accurately. Unfortunately, across the U.S., minority artists are underrepresented. My research hopes to evaluate how good of a job museums are doing with diverse representation through content analysis and case study. Here's data on specifically how underrepresented minority artists are. As you can see, in the US, 50.5% of the population is women, and 13.6% of the population is made up by Black Americans, and 6.6% of the population is made up of Black American women. But the museum acquisitions do not reflect our demographics. Only 10.7% of acquisitions are from female-identifying artists. Only around 3% are from Black artists, and only 0.5% of acquisitions are from Black female-identifying artists. And the composition of a U.S. museum collection, if it was to represent the entire population, 189 figures would need to be added, and out of those, 79 white women, 18 Black women, 7 Asian women, 5 women of another race or ethnicity, 22 Latinx men, 16 Black men, 12 white men, and 4 men of another race or ethnicity. The formal definition of museums from the International Council of Museums states that a museum is a not-for-profit, permanent institution in the service of society that researches, collects, conserves, interprets, and exhibits tangible and intangible heritage, open to the public, accessible and inclusive. Museums foster diversity and sustainability. They operate and communicate ethically, professionally, and with the participation of communities, offering varied experiences of education, enjoyment, reflection, and knowledge sharing. I'll see how these 3 museums fit the definition from ICOM. And I picked these 3 institutions because they are very popular and they receive over 1 million visitors each year, and they have over 20,000 works in their collection, and they have recently all incorporated diversity, have all taken on diversity and inclusion strategies. And I'll see how good those strategies are actually increasing diversity through my methodology. My methodology will mainly use through my inquiry approaches. Mainly, it is a content analysis. I will thoroughly read through museum texts to see a wording, whether that around diversity, whether that be in their diversity and inclusion strategies, or wording that is actually against diversity or even exclusive. And I'll make note of that, count them, and that is when the measurement comes in handy with the data collection tool. And the case study is utilized through narrowing down from all U.S. museums to just 3 major museums in San Francisco, and I'll analyze them as an institution and to see if I can predict or offer some things and conclusions to see how to increase diversity. And I'll use evaluation research when I am counting the number of words surrounding diversity and the number of artworks by minority artists. And through coding summary and correlational analysis, I'll code my field notes that I took while visiting the museum, and the field notes will include my experiences at the museum to see if they're actually representing if they are actually representing the minority artists well or not. And the text, documents, and media are just text and media surrounding the museums that I'll utilize to find, again, the keywords surrounding diversity, whether that be inclusive or not. And yeah, I'll essentially find out if the museums are doing what they say they're doing and evaluate that. Thank you for listening.